Good morning. It is April 4th. We are just leaving the Apple Tree Hotel. This was a nice place to stay. Yeah, really nice people. Clean room. Room was all just remodeled, so beds were really comfortable and nice place. Vending machines and it is chilly out. The wind's already, I feel like I need to put my raincoat on because the wind is starting. It's it's 11 o'clock. Time to check out. We stayed as long as we could because the weather's not looking real promising. So we had to dry out. We did some laundry, and so we're trying to get our stuff dry, but we're getting ready to head out. We're gonna have to hitch back into Julian and then hitch from there to the Sunrise trailhead at mile 59 where we left yesterday. So wish us luck. It took us a little while to get a ride up here yesterday, so hopefully we'll be able to get a ride. It's about, I don't know, 3 miles to Julian from here, so it's a little bit of a road walk. Yeah, that doesn't count towards our miles. This is River Wolf,
what's up, y'all?
Who I've been hanging out with and sharing a room with and getting to know. Great guy, and he's got a YouTube channel too called River Wolf. So I'm gonna put a link to that in this video. So go check out his channel. He takes some great pictures. So yeah, give him some support. And it's nice to have somebody to hike with, and you know, it really helps to have support out here. So I've done a lot of, you know, this on my own, so yeah, it's kind of cool sometimes to have people to talk to, and definitely to hitch with. Being a woman, it was really nice because I probably would have been afraid to hitch by myself. Apple Tree Inn down there is where we stayed last night, and then this is where we had pizza from. The Red Barn. It's the Winola Pizza Wood-Fired Bistro. So yeah, we had some great pizza there last night. And we are in, I guess it's called Winola. Really?
By themselves, and you would think that a single female driving by herself would be
because
less
their mothers
likely,
probably, right? That's why I think it is. Yeah.
Are, you know, had kids who've done trails.
Yeah.
So they're more willing to stop when they can tell that you're a hiker.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we're standing here outside of Winola. Is it Winola?
Wherever.
Wherever. Trying to get a ride to Julian. We're not having any luck so far, but we just started, so. Yeah. Sun's coming out a little bit, though. The sky's, I don't know if you could see that.
Oh, I heard thunder.
Oh.
Or is that a truck?
It does sound like thunder. I don't know.
I hope it's a truck.
Bah. Bah. I'm all filming the goats. Bah. 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 Hi there. Hi there, mister. What you doing?
So pretty. And they're so sweet.
Bah. Bah. Okay, we're just leaving Julian. You can see it in the background here. We got a hitch to Julian pretty quick. We lucked out the place where we ordered our pizza last night. The owner came and gave us a ride all the way to Julian, so only took us like 45 minutes to get here, which was great. And now we just got a couple items in town that we needed, and got a hot blueberry muffin at the bakery, and now we're heading back out to the entrance to the highway and see if we can get another hitch to get back to the Sunrise trailhead. So that's where we're heading now. Hopefully we'll get a ride as easy as we did on this last one. So wish us luck. We are back at this trailhead. It took us 4 just getting ready to go in and do the same thing we did last night. We're gonna stay at the same place, so and we are gonna hit the trail here in a minute. River Wolf is over here doctoring up his feet, getting ready to go. Just blister tape on them, and my feet feel quite a bit better today so far. I did tape them up this morning, but taking a day, you know, and just resting them. Even though I did do, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles yesterday, it helped a lot. They feel much better today so far, so I guess we'll see here in a couple hours. But I think it's close to 3 now in the afternoon, so we're just going to get a few miles in, find a camping spot for the night, and then we will tomorrow try to make it to Scissors Crossing. So we're supposed to get some rain, and it's definitely not as windy right now as it was where we left here yesterday. Alright, I'm all bundled up in my wind gear, getting ready to head out on trail. It's starting to get a little bit windy, but yeah, ready to get going. It's pretty out here. See those mountains in the background, and if you can see off in a distance here, but where you can see some people walking over there is a water trough that I just filled up my water bottle with, filtered of course. Didn't look too bad. There's a few bugs floating in it, but other than that, it came out clear, so it's drinkable. And probably going to be dry camping tonight, it looks like. I think there's at least one water source on the way, but I didn't see any campsites with water, but who knows? There's been a lot of water so far, so I'm not too worried about it. We had a guy that gave us a just this Sunrise Highway, just like trail runs, and so they do like a first aid station, and he was telling us that he is going to be up in Washington in August on the PCT. They do a Cascade Trail run up there in August, and so we may be seeing him again in Washington before you get to Snoqualmie Pass. They set up a first aid station there for runners, so it'd be kind of cool to run into him again. And comes River Wolf. He's vlogging too, so yeah, we're ready to hit the trail. This is where I came up yesterday to get off trail and hitch into town. It's just 3/10 of a mile. There's the PCT sign, and 3/10 of a mile to get back on the PCT. So it was a nice, easy way to get off the trail and get into town. So really grateful. I feel refreshed. Definitely feel like I'm in a better mental space today. After doing that 14.7 miles and, you know, camping in the wind, and it was just nice to have a break and get out of the weather. So even though we're expecting rain, I just feel better. I feel better about it today. Ready to get back up in the hills and get off the road.
I mean, I'm a patron of hers, but it's only $1 a month just so I can be in her live Q&As.
Yeah. This is our view up here. We've just got about a mile. Trying to get our lungs working again after having a little bit of time off. Yeah, it's definitely not as windy as it was yesterday, so even though it's windy, it's not as bad. So alright, hopefully we're going to keep going down here. It's rocky. It's nice, but
to find a campsite probably in the next couple miles here. I think there's one in about 2.5 miles. I think there's 5 sites, so it's probably the one we're going to be going, but we also need to find a place that has trees, because River uses a hammock, so he's going to need some trees to hook it to. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, some sand for a minute. My feet are in heaven for about 5 seconds. But, yeah, can't complain though. We're either usually pretty much going either flat or downhill. A few little inclines, but it's not bad. So hopefully we can get far enough tonight so it'll be under 15 miles to get to Scissors Crossing tomorrow. So that's kind of what my goal is. So I can start early in the morning and make it there. And then it'll be off to Warner Springs the following day. Yeah.
Very basic versions. I mean, I couldn't do anything like hardcore or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I read all the basic chords.
Yeah, me too.
That's a bar chord. I never.
I've actually into this valley here. I just had a huge decline into this awesome valley. We dipped way down, which it's right next to a creek bed. There's some people, I know, 5 or 6 tents down here a little bit before me, and there's a creek bed right over here. And the other gal and guy just told us that if you follow this about 800 or 80 feet or something down here, there is some water if we need it. So yeah, so this is gonna be my home for the night. So I haven't really showed you how I set up camp yet, so I thought it'd be kind of interesting to show you tonight what I do when I get to camp. So here you go. This is my routine. Okay, so now that I got my air mattresses pumped up, then I can take my dry stuff out of my bag, my clothes, which is also, this is my pillow I use with my, as my spare clothes, and I use for a pillow. And my wonderful sleeping bag. Best part of the day. I really do enjoy, I've gotten used to it. It might like seem inconvenient to be in a tent, I guess, and living like this, but I've already become accustomed to it. It's really not that bad, you know. I kind of got a system down, and I'm staying warm and dry at night. I love this sleeping bag. This is Z-Packs 900 fill 20-degree bag, and like it stuffs down into that little tiny stuff sack, but as soon as you take it out of the bag and give a little bit of time, it like fluffs up really nice. And I've had no problem staying warm at night. So then I usually just pull out my sleep clothes. I have you know, long johns, my gloves. These are Z-Packs, I forget what they're called, but they're really nice warm wool gloves. And again, my sleep shirt, and I have a pair of Darn Tough boot cut thick wool socks I sleep in, that usually my feet get too hot and I end up taking them off until like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then as my feet start getting colder I put them back on. And then I have a bra, just a lightweight bra I sleep in too, so I can let my other one dry out from being all sweaty all day. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then I shove all my other clothes that I'm not wearing back in here. Was able to do a little bit of laundry last night. My socks are still a little bit damp though. So these are my spare socks. I'll have to dry some of these out tomorrow. They're a little bit damp, but. And the shirt that my fleece I hike in, I usually put back in here. I usually leave my buff out and use for my head to keep my head warm. And then I take off my gloves. And then I have my puffy coat too in the bottom of my bag. And I usually sleep in that too with my long johns, and then the hood can go up over my head. Keeps my head warm. So anyway, that's my bedding. My puffy out, let it fluff up. This is a down puffy, so it takes a little bit to get them to puff back up after you have them all shoved down in the bottom of your back. And that's, oh, there's my spoon. I'll be needing that for eating. And my cozy for my mountain house meal. That's pretty much. Oh, I bought some more medication, just some Benadryl today. It helps me sleep sometimes. Actually, I've been sleeping pretty good though, so I don't really need it every night, but that will go in my medication bag. It's good to stay organized, so I kind of go through everything every night, make sure everything's clean. You know, I kind of do an inventory of what I have and what I need, so that way if I'm going into a town, you know, I know what I need to pick up. And then I just, even in my tent, I try to keep somewhat organized. I know the stuff, this is my towel I use for everything. But cleaning, drying my tent off, after a shower if I'm at a campground or something, this is my towel for drying off because I don't have a regular size towel. And yeah, get my little knife out for cooking. And I usually find a bag. There's my hand sanitizer, my Mio drink, and a garbage bag so I can put my garbage in after I eat. You gotta pack out all your garbage, so a lot of times you're just waiting till the first garbage can you come to so you can unload your garbage, and you gotta make sure, I mean, everything, you gotta carry out your own toilet paper even, so, which is great, you know, we don't want to leave that for another animal to dig up out here, because they will dig it up and then they drag it around and it's in the trees and everywhere else and it's gross. And nobody wants to look at that, so ruins it for everybody. So, you know, it seems gross having to pack out your shitty toilet paper. It is gross, but, you know, you put it in a Ziploc bag and it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I just tucked my shoes off and I just got to show you this. You know, one of the things you got to do is foot care, and like you have to touch blisters on both feet. So yeah, I've got. So I always just close my tent up. So you take a sock off inside my tent. I can do everything. So your sock. I'm gonna get into my sleep clothes, and then I'll show you how gross is that. And then I got to put those back on again the next day. But my feet are actually pretty clean today. Look at that. Not too bad toe jam. Yeah. Got them on both feet. I'm not going to rip the tape off because it's in pretty good shape right now, but they were feeling pretty good this morning when I started. We did some pretty steep downhill today though, and they're feeling kind of tender right now. Okay, so I'm in my sleep clothes. I am in my sleeping bag. My favorite part of the day, now that I got everything situated. I don't have to get out of my tent the rest of the night. So, unless my tent falls down or something. But I can lay here and cook. I can reach right outside here. I put a flat rock out here so I can use as a cook station. I don't know if you can see this here, but this is... I use one of my little coffee table, and it's a mess right now, but because I have all my electronics out. But this is where I empty all my pockets, my pants pockets, my hip belt pockets on my pack, and kind of reorganize everything and get everything situated and untangled, or, you know, figure out what snacks I want for the next day to put in my pockets to go hike. And I also use this as a just to organize my stuff, you know, to do, you know, to set up my cup and stuff, to brush my teeth, and get my food ready to cook. And then I can just open up the door, and I'll show you in a minute here. But okay, this is my little cook station I made out here. I've got my little coffee, just a rock. I keep my phone sitting outside in the little vestibule of my tent, and this works good because it all right, is blocked from the wind. I put all this stuff away, and so I just get my cooking pot and set up my little stove. This is my little pocket rocket too. Hook it to my fuel. My fuel is pretty full right now. I just bought it in Mount Lagoon, and it's a big can, so it'll last me for a while. I use quite a bit because I make, as you see here, when I get to camp, I like my coffee. I always drink a cup of coffee. It's like instant coffee with a hot chocolate when I first get into camp. So I have my coffee and cigarette. And then while I'm drinking that, I'll heat up my water for whatever dinner I'm gonna make. So, and what's really cool is I can just sit here right in my tent, and I'm warm and cozy. So even if it's freezing out, or, you know, or raining, I'm nice and dry in here, and I don't have to get out of my tent. It's one of the reasons I got this tent, because not every tent you can sit and cook like this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It wasn't cheap, but to me it's been well worth it. I'm really happy with the way it's working out. I got plenty of room. I can put all my stuff in here. My pack fits in here good. And it is really convenient that I can cook right here. Alright, so I'm just gonna light this. Voila! Haven't had any problems with my stove yet. It kind of goes. Sometimes it's a little bit sporadic of the flame, but it's windy out, so to me that's to be expected. Got a little clapsicle cut and dirty. Just washed it. Anyway, got my instant coffee. So while my water's heating up, get my coffee ready to go. Because you really want to conserve fuel as much as you can. So as soon as it's hot enough for my coffee, I put hot chocolate in that too, because the instant coffee. This works better than dried creamer. I like it better, so it's extra calories, which you need when you're hiking. Flame in there a little bit. As I'm cooking, I just put my garbage right in the garbage bag that I have in the door of my tent, so I don't have garbage everywhere. And seal everything back up as I use it, put it back in my food bag. This is my titanium spoon, the only utensil I have. So this I use for eating, for stirring my coffee, whatever. It's not almost hot already. There's a little towel. Alright. And that's it. It's done. So let's take it off. Oops, forgot it's got some fold out handles here that you should fold out before you cook it, because now they're hot. But anyway, just pour it to the cup. Got a little bit more water than I needed, so I will use that for part of my dinner once I figure out what I'm going to eat. And voila, I got hot coffee, and I'm gonna have a cigarette with this because I earned it. Really did. I think we did about 4 miles, I think. Pretty close to that today. And we didn't start till, you know, we started at 3 o'clock. That's when we got to the trailhead and actually, you know, got hiking. So, I'm okay with that because that leaves us, I think, around 13 miles to get to Sunrise Crossing tomorrow. That's our goal. And it's nice to have somebody to hike with. I'm not, you know, and I don't know how long, but I am enjoying hiking with River Wolf. Nice guy. We just clicked, and we hike about the same speed. You know, we take about the same amount of breaks and stuff. So it's just working out good, you know. And he's camping here too. He's a little bit down a little ways. He was trying to find a spot for his hammock, but he didn't find one, so he's cowboy camping tonight. And if you don't know what cowboy camping is, that means you're not sleeping in a tent. You're just sleeping under the stars on your mattress pad. He does have like a rain fly he can put over him, so he'll be okay. But anyway, we have a plan. He wants to get to Sunrise Crossing tomorrow too. So, you know, I told him when I get done in the morning, when I'm all packed up, I'll just go down to where he's camping, and he's down by the water anyway. So I'll need to filter water in the morning and see when he's ready to go, and then we'll probably hike tomorrow together. So, yeah, so I'm gonna have my coffee and cigarette, and then we can do dinner. Okay, I just got some more water boiling here. Said I'm having a Mountain House chicken and rice tonight. Thank you, Randa and Matt. This is awesome. And by the way, the dehydrated ice cream bar I ate night before last, and it was amazing. And just so you know, it's an actual ice cream bar. It's in the same wrapper and everything, and they just dehydrate it. So it tastes just like an ice cream bar, but hard. But they're actually pretty good. So yeah, so I'm just gonna heat up the water, put 1 3/4 cup of water in here, stir it up, seal it, and then I put it in this little cozy I made here, and it's got to sit in there and cook for a few minutes. And then you stir it again and then let it set again. You just close it up, and it helps keep it hot in here and keeps it cooking, so I don't have to use as much fuel to cook my dinner. And then I can just eat it right out of the bag, which is why I got the long-handled spoon, because it reaches all the way into the bottom of these Mountain House bags. So yeah, it makes it really easy. And then there's nothing to clean up other than my spoon. My pot's clean. All I used was water, you know, to boil in, and I put the bag in my garbage bag, and I'm done. Clean out, rinse out my cup for morning. And for breakfast, typically I kind of have the same routine. I get up, get my coffee going, sit and drink a cup of coffee, maybe edit a video. Sometimes I do that at night in my tent too when I'm laying down. You know, it's not like you have TV, so sometimes I have internet, sometimes I don't, usually not. I think I do tonight, but usually I'm going over what I filmed, and I just start editing my video and checking my Guthooks app and looking at the water report and where I want to get to the next day, you know, what the terrain's going to be like, and kind of make a plan and where I want to get to the next day and how far I need to go to water, and kind of look at where the next campsites are, you know, that are options for camping for the next night. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. After dinner, you know, brush my teeth and just get ready for bed. Pretty simple life, basic. I like it. I've been sleeping really good. Usually I'm tired enough by the end of the day that I actually sleep better out here like this than I do at home. So I'm usually in my tent by 5, 6 o'clock and asleep usually by, I don't know, 7, 8, sometimes a little later, but usually it's pretty early, and then I'm usually awake by 5 in the morning. So pour it right in the bag, got it right in my cozy, and just give it a good stir. Smells good. Might have put a little bit too much water, but it's kind of hard to tell until it's rehydrated. Alright, and then it just has got to sit for a minute. So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier when I started, but today is day 8, so it's the beginning of week 2 for me. I can't believe I've been out here already that long. It's gone. I mean, it's been a hard week. You know, there's been a lot of challenges and a lot of firsts, and I'm really enjoying it though. You know, I've got a positive attitude about the whole thing. You know, I've gone through a sunburn and heat and blisters and crazy wind the other night. I didn't get to do a lot of filming because I didn't have any space, but you know, it was like 40 to 50 mile an hour winds all day, and I was grateful that I had people to camp with, you know, and they were really nice, and I got off trail yesterday, so, and they kept going because they weren't going into Julian, so but they were really nice, and hopefully I'll run into them again. Jill and Clay and Joe, and but anyway, it was nice to have people to camp with, and it was super windy when we got to camp, and Jill helped me set up my tent because it was blowing so hard. It was not easy to get everything staked down without the wind blowing it back down. So I've met a lot of really nice people, and hitched 4 times today to get back to the trailhead, and but you know, it's just everything works out. You know, it's just about having faith and not, you know, knowing the area, knowing people, but there's a lot of good people out here that help out, and you know, you just have to do what it takes, you know, to make things work. And just playing it by ear, I really like the freedom of not having to have a certain schedule or anything. It's like, because you just can't plan for things out here. You are dependent on the weather and what your body can handle, and what's available at the moment. And you know, they say the trail provides, and so far it has. I can't complain at all. It's like I get all my needs met. And even though I go through difficult times, I would like to say that, you know, my first week has been a success. And I'll have to see what mile I'm on. Probably about, oh, I don't know. I want to say 65. 65. So the goal is to get to Scissors Crossing tomorrow. So that's about another 12 miles, which is very doable. And then we'll play it from there. I don't know. I might stay at Stagecoach Inn. Can't really afford to stay again. I've already stayed 2 nights. But, you know, it's just gonna have to play it by ear and see how it goes. And if not, I'll probably camp around there somewhere. And then, since we've already been to Julian, we'll just start heading towards Warner Springs. And, but, you know, I feel like I can do this. You know, there's what, another 23 weeks of this to go about. But after the first week, I have no desire to go home. I have not had one moment where I wanted to quit. You know, I haven't. You know, it's like, there's times when it's like, oh, I would love to get off trail today, or I really want to go into town and, you know, wash my clothes or take a shower, which I've done. You know, you just have to kind of, it's not just physical, it's mental too. And I've been lucky, other than one person, I've been around some pretty positive people, and we build each other up and we encourage each other, and we're all going through the same things. So, it's nice to have other people that understand what you're going through, and you know, and I learn so much from other people. I've gotten all kinds of ideas already that have helped me be more successful, and I'm getting stronger every day, and that feels good. You know, I feel like, you know, in another week here, I should be able to consistently put together, you know, longer days. And like right now, I can only hike, you know, 8 hours. You know, I can't do a 10-hour day or a 12-hour day yet. My body is just not ready to do that, but that's okay. You know, if I get started early every day and I push as hard as I can till lunch, you know, and then do what I can in the afternoon until I'm tired. And, you know, if I only make it till 3, 4 o'clock, that's okay right now. You know, eventually I'll be able to do longer days and do more miles. And, you know, I'm just trying to be smart about this, and I feel good that I'm making some connections, you know, so I feel like I have some support out here, and that I'm also supporting other people too, because, you know, that's what it's all about, is we take care of each other. And I was really glad to I got 3 videos uploaded to YouTube, so day 3 through day 6 was great to get done, because I wasn't able to take any more pictures, and I was getting frustrated with my phone, and that's been the only really frustration for me, is electronics. And but I got it done. I got a lot done, and took care of some other things I needed to while I was at the hotel. And it's not like you get to a hotel and you just lay down and relax. It's not like that, you know. It's like taking a shower, do laundry, bring my tent outside and try to dry it out and clean it off, and do videos and charge everything, and then go through your pack and figure out if there's stuff you need to get rid of, and you're cleaning everything and reorganizing, and then you're taking care of your blisters and your feet, and, you know, there's just, you know, calling your family, and, you know, figuring out if you got a resupply, going to the post office, and you're walking everywhere. It's not like, oh, I got to go to the post office, so, okay, well, that's half a mile across town, throw your pack on, and you hike to the post office. And then it's like, okay, I need to go to the grocery store, and, okay, now I got to get 3 miles out of town because it's the only hotel room available. So you just start walking and hope you get a ride, you know. We walked an extra couple miles yesterday, but we finally got a ride, you know, and it's okay. You know, so you gotta be able to be flexible, and, you know, use what resources are available, and, you know, you got to be creative. And, you know, so far it's worked out, and I'm not afraid. It's not, I just go with the flow, and that seems to be working. And I think as long as I keep doing that, and I ask for help when I need it, you know, I think I believe that I can do this. And I want to thank all my family and friends out there that are supporting me and sending me resupplies, and that have, you know, given me money on my GoFundMe account. That, you know, that's what's helping me be able to stay in a room when I need to, or get a meal when I come to town. And that means so much to me, because it's like, it's your reward after you've worked hard all day. And, you know, hiking, even though it's, you know, it's not a job, it feels like a job. And it's like, to have something like that to look forward to, and to be able to regroup when I need to, is what is helping me be successful. So I just want to thank everybody. A lot of you have been very generous to me, and I really appreciate it. And all the people leaving comments on my videos and encouraging me. I've just got, I mean, just yesterday and today, I mean, I got so much positive feedback, you know, and God, it helps so much, you guys. So just want to thank all of you, and I'm glad you're going along on this journey with me. So all right, I'm gonna eat my dinner and try to lay down and get some sleep, and I will see you tomorrow for